All right, so the first thing is let's hide some of this stuff. I think if I go back to my channel editor, I have that already on. Hide it. I need the eyes things because we'll need to move it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put her in a pose because this is a horrible pose. And I don't have IK on her arms, but you can turn it on if you want. You guys remember how to turn on IK, no problem. I assume? Yeah, good. Nobody keeps their hands to the side like that. I just need an initial pose. Something like that. But I want to spread her feet out a little bit. Twist her foot sideways. This one as well. Grab her hips and move it so it's more over that one foot. The line of weight goes there. Then we can move this one over here. Doesn't she have a finger? Is it this one? Which one is? Let's grab all these and go like this. Right? Weird that would be messed up. I must have hit it at some point. That shoulder down. This shoulder up. Maybe a little bit of that. Slight twist that way. Put this shoulder back. Bring the shoulder forward. Bring that arm back again. Yep. It's like a superhero pose. Sorry. Okay, so here's where we're starting out. And let's get rid of show select all that. Set a key on frame 1. Okay, so you'll notice that when I select this, like all the stuff on the head pops up. So we can do stuff. So we're not dealing with that. We can add these things to a different layer and turn them off so that we don't have to see them or deal with them. Like all this. I want to be able to move the head, but I don't need to move the jaw or anything or the hair. And I have this layer here is set to off, so it just hides all this stuff. And so doing this allows me to not accidentally select it. So if I select, like I know the head has some keys on it, but not as many as the jaw and the mouth and all that sort of stuff. So I can now kind of go in and not select the head and know what's happening. And I can come here, let's just say 60 for fun. Put that on 1. Stamp the frame on 60 so she stays there. And we can put in a little bit of movement so that it kind of keeps her alive. Okay, so now I want to use the same techniques we used before to move her body around as we used on the head. So in fact, we can look where the head moves. It moves. So here, she's all letting the crowd stuff, and she really. So here from 95 to 100, she's changing her thought. She's going in from receiving accolades to wanting to move it. So we need to set on frame 95. Hide this again. Not the head. Set a key there because we want this. And we can go and add arms in here, but not right yet. We're just doing the body, switching back and forth right now. We'll do the big movements. So here from 95 to 100, I'm going to set keys on 100. And I want to see. And the biggest thing I want to do is switch. It's called a weight shift. So I'm going to switch her weight from being over this foot to being over the other foot. So she's standing still, but she kind of moves back a little bit. And maybe this foot comes up a little. And that ends up looking like that, but you can't have a straight transition like that, so we need to, in the middle of it, bring her up as much as we can without wrecking the model. Just a little bit. I went a little too much. Yeah. And then we can give it a little twist. Great. Let's set a key there.
I am so excited to be here.
Okay, that's her next bit of business. So we're going to set a key there. Right, her body doesn't move. Her body only moves to illustrate that she's making a different point.
I am so excited. I'm so excited to be here.
40, so at 45. And don't be afraid, we can move feet and stuff. We need to keep one foot planted, but we can move the other foot. But if you do move the other foot, then we should bring the weight down. So let's go 5 there, and I'll go all the way to 50. So it's a really slow one. And then bring her weight down. And again, I'm looking at the grid going through the shoe to kind of tell where it needs to land. So now she's got a little step in there.
I am so excited to be here. To be here.
Let's come over a little bit more. So it's basically the same thing we're doing with head, except that we're treating these long blocks of bits of dialogue of this as opportunities to change her posture, keep her alive a little bit. I can't hear anything. Hold on. Yeah. Where's my audio? I've had some sort of error. All right.
I'm so excited to be here. My name is Jenna Ortega. I'm ready to be here.
And remember, we're just in the body now. Although, if we want to do something special, this would be a good place to do it.
My name is Jenna. Ready to I am so excited to be here. My name is Jenna Ortega. My name is Jenna Ortega. I'm 20 years old. My name is Jenna Ortega.
And that'll be our next point of setting keys. Right there. I want to make sure here before I move anything that I have that set, so I don't want anything to move.
I'm 20 years old.
It's on 80. So I'll set another key on 85. I'll turn the skin back on. I got to spin the body back. Maybe a little more time on that. That's really fast. So 80 and go to 90. 10 frames, are we talking?
I'm so excited to be here. My name is Jenna Ortega. I'm 20 years old, which makes me the I'm 20 years old, which makes I'm 20 years old, which
Okay, she's going to say something very important, which is I'm 20 years old, which makes me the youngest person to host. So she gets everybody's attention by doing a quick turn, right?
I'm 20 years old, which makes
2020, and then 2030, maybe she levels back at the audience. It goes for a power pose of some sort.
which makes me the youngest host of the season. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Jenna Ortega. I'm 20 years old, which makes me the youngest host of the season.
Okay, then let people soak that in. Go to frame 270. Set keys there, and then of course for the final bit, 280. Set keys there.
I've actually been acting since I was a kid. But I've actually been acting since I was a kid.
And one more twisty bit.
But I've actually been acting since I was a kid.
Okay, one more run through.
I am so excited to be here. My name is Jenna Ortega. I'm 20 years old, which makes me the youngest host of the season. But I've actually been acting since I was a kid. But I've actually been acting.
And I just want to make sure I get this head thing in while I remember it.
Since I was a kid. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Jenna Ortega. I'm 20 years old, which makes me the youngest host of the season. But I've actually been acting since I was a kid.
There you go. That is how you do the body for this character. Now we got to do an arm pass.